The arrest of Simon Ekpa may cause the end of Biafra for some months. Hear the news in details. It may cause the arrest, the stop of Biafra for some months. You see, for a very long time, the politicians have been doing the worst. They have captured Nnamdi Kanu, hopefully that their problems have ended. You see, this is how Boko Haram started. The leader was complaining about something and which they would have listened to him. But what then happened, these guys went and killed the leaders. And after killing the leaders, the remaining people rebelled and decided to fight back. Today, even politicians have now joined Boko Haram. They are doing everything possible to bring what is happening in the north, in the west, in the south, into Biafra land. But Biafrans are fighting with their very last blood. If our parents could fight and leave a space for us, why won't we fight to leave a space for our children? So the big plan now is, with the British government are now doing everything possible to deploy Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. Because I have not seen anybody who is willing to take the burden. Whether the person is joking or real or not, I have not seen anybody who is willing. And that's what the problem is. So we must stay very connected in everything we are doing. Say the things we say, words by words, actions by action, privilege by privilege. Everything must be said the way it is. Biafrans must realize that this time around it is no longer a point where people should face what shouldn't be faced. Let me say this with every spirit and every truth. You guys should pray they should not capture Simon Ekpa. Because the deal and the plan is already there. It's already working. The British government have deployed enough machineries that they will use to bring him back. Let Finland don't betray him. If not, he won't have a safe haven. But at the same time, we'll continue to announce Biafra till Nnamdi Kanu is released. Because I remember they were calling Nnamdi Kanu terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu is the one. He's working with some politicians. He's working with Atiku. They know how to raise their propaganda to another level. And once they succeed to raising their propaganda, it becomes a problem. So what do I have to say? We are not cowards. Bingos. But it's possible. I can make one guy my case. Na-emekwa nke anyị maka isi eme, maka na onye jụrụ ajụjụ wee sị gịnị na ụbọchị ruo na mgbe ụmụazị ga-ewe gbado anya ka egosifa ife eji abụ mmadụ. Ndị onye ọbụla egosiri kwesịrị ikene Chukwu, n'ihi na ebe anyị zọdoro ụkwụ anyị zọdosiri ike wee sị gịnị na nwa onye ga-akpali anyị, nwa onye ga-akpali ụmụ nke anyị mụrụ amụ. Nobody will insult us. That is the big change of what we preserve. Hope Uzodinma has begun the arrangement that will lead to the final arrest of Simon Ekpa in the month of March. Yes. For so long, they have tried to underestimate the power of Simon Ekpa. Now, because Simon Ekpa has exposed, has exposed the level of propaganda that the Southeast governors have been carrying out to dismantle and destroy the effort of Biafrans. he has now become the true enemy. Some of you don't know that a lot of things we do in life is very prosperous. And that's where the game has begun. This time around, we must continue to help ourselves in a feasible order. That's where the game will change. Doesn't matter how they try to put it across. It doesn't matter who puts it across. What matters more is this, that we must consider and continue on the path that which we have entailed. And the game aspects will begin to trend, whether they like it or not, because that is what we do. So his arrest is one of the priorities, one of the biggest priorities of the Southeast governors, and Hope Uzodimma will champion it to the last order. But will they catch him? Will they catch him? So, in connection of what we do, and in connection of what we say, we must stay very, very focused. Very, very focused on everything that we are doing. Because some of you may not understand the game change. You may not understand the peculiarity of what we are doing. So, as we are pushing through the effectiveness of what it is or it means to achieve Biafra, we must at the same time pray for everyone who is doing everything possible to see that Biafra is achieved in a proper order, and there's no two ways about it. This is a must game that should be true amongst the face of those who is holding it properly. So I must say it the way I will say it. The only thing that must be considered in every true way, in every true possibility, and by the fights we carry, we must all say to ourselves, we have done well.